Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, we are Mark, Lisa and Chico the Cheeky Chihuahua. You join us this week as we discover the jet set lifestyle and one of the most expensive places to live in the UK, but not everyone here is happy. Welcome back to the channel on this cold and chilly day.
It is, isn't it? I can see me puff a little bit. You might not be able to pick it up on camera. But...
Did you do that when you were a kid? Who did that when pretending to smoke cigarettes when you were about 8? Yeah. Can't do it today.
It's bitterly cold, isn't it? Here in where we at?
Knutsford. Not what you called it earlier on.
Knutsford. We're actually in a park called Tatton Park, aren't we?
A very famous park called Tatton Park. I bet a lot of you have heard of it. It's where they have lots of festivals and shows and things like that, concerts.
Yeah.
And we've come here mainly for Knutsford, for the reason being I'm intrigued to know what this golden triangle is all about.
Yeah.
Mark reckons it's called Bermuda Triangle. It's not.
It's a love triangle.
No, it's not. It's the Golden Triangle. And in that area, they call it golden because there's a few people live here with a bit of money, Mark.
You can tell that, can't you? I've seen quite a few big fancy cars. We'll show you a few of the things we might see in a little bit. Eh?
Yeah, we've just come down the high street. Now, Knutsford apparently is one of the most expensive places to live in the UK. And I think it matches its partner in town, Alderley Edge, as well. Now, you might have heard of Alderley Edge because there's a few celebrities and footballers live round here, very famous ones. We have seen some whoppers of houses on the way here, so we're going to come to be a bit nosy today, really.
You want to have a look in the millions of charity shops?
I was just about to say, where there's money, there's good charity shops. Cast your mind back to a few years ago, if you're a regular to our channel, we went to Alderley Edge and I got a lovely fur gilet for about £20. It should have been about £80. So yeah, I will be shopping in them shops today. I will be looking for some bargains.
We've got to get some food as well somewhere, haven't we, along the way?
We have, and the one thing we haven't seen here is...
Chinese. We've only just got here. We literally left the town and come straight up here to give Chico a walk, but we're heading back down in shortly, aren't we, Trevor?
And we've also bumped into 2 subscribers who have just been informing us that if we wanted to have a drink of wine in one of the pubs on the main street, it would set you back...
How much was a bottle? 65 quid for a basic house wine.
£65. But they also said Aldi's quite busy here, and you'll know why now because they're getting all the cheap wine from there. So let's go and see around Tatton Park and Knutsford. So with us being about 10 miles just from Manchester Airport, we are being bombarded with aeroplanes.
Probably less than that, isn't it? But
you can literally wave to them, can't you? They're so low.
You can see what they're doing. But the thing is, it's like they come for a bit and then they stop for a bit, don't they? So
yeah.
I was just looking over there as well. There's a tree what's all broken away with the winds we've had recently. It's all been cut up. You can see all the chunks. It must have been a big one. There's loads and loads of trees.
I think there's quite a few trees down here. We had a few in Scotland, didn't we, with the winds we had the other week?
Yeah.
Looks like Tatton Park's not escaped the carnage either.
But there's deer and all sorts in it. It says keep 50 metres away from them. So obviously if you've got dogs, you need to be able to trust them if you've got them off the lead.
No, they've got to stay on the lead, I think, in here, Mark. Yeah.
But it's
all
big, isn't
fenced
it?
in,
It's huge, isn't it?
Be nice in the summer, I think.
Yeah, I think years and years ago, way back, late 90s, they used to do Rally World. No, it wasn't World Rally. It was Network Q Rally, Rally of Great Britain. They used to come through Tatton Park. This was one of the courses they used to come through. Many years ago. Let us know in the comments if you used to watch it. I used to follow it at Chatsworth and stuff. We used to go and watch it. So.
Yeah, so Tatton Park. I think we'll have to come back when it's a bit warm, Mark. I'm too cold. My nose is going to drop off. And we've just found out that it's £6.50 to park your car there.
And that's including if you've got a membership, you still pay, and £4 for disabled, I think.
Now, I thought parking was free for trust members.
Not here, it's not. So
keep that in mind.
If you're going for a walk, you've got to park down the road, aren't you? And, do it that way, I guess. I suppose wherever you park, you've got to pay more or less. So. It is what it is, isn't it? But £6.50, if you're there all day, then it's worth it, isn't it?
And I think you could be there all day. It's a massive park.
Yeah.
But let's go and find these shops on the high street and see what we can't afford.
Let's find some food. I'm starving.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain.
down to Tatton Park into Knutsford, and there's like 2 main streets in Knutsford. One is called King Street, and this is it. And we've just come across this lovely building, and I think it used to be, Union Bank. And it's shut. It's I've never seen a bank shut. Obviously, the building's that old, they want a bigger premises, but...
It's been leased, isn't it, or rented out?
Well, yeah, it's been let agreed, so it's going to be turned into something, isn't it? There's loads of signs from council here as well. But yeah, it's a beautiful building. Very nice. Lots and lots of different buildings here. You don't see two the same.
There's a mega mix of different ages, isn't there?
Yeah. And we've got one here. Look at this one here. Giovanni's Pasta. I think that used to be a post office, Mark. By the looks of it, do you not reckon?
Yeah,
looks like it, doesn't it?
It's the Italian restaurant.
They've kept the old post boxes outside and telephones.
Yeah, it looks like it would have been one in general.
Of course. Oh, that's got one in it, Mark. See if it works. See if it works. Oh, it's a modern one, Mark.
Oh, yeah. It says busy, 60p.
Wow. 60p to make one phone call. Yeah, I'm not being funny, but I'm not that old, but it was about 10 pence when I was a kid, weren't it with you?
It used to be 10 or 20p, yeah, before you could bring it out, but that's 60p now. And it does take cards, doesn't it?
Or is it because we're in Knutsford, Mark?
No, it's...
Is it that the going rate?
That's what it is, isn't it?
I can't remember last time I used a public telephone. Right, I had to come out the cold. It's absolutely freezing out there. So
we're coming for a little cafe, aren't we, to get warm?
Yeah, not everywhere in Knutsford's really expensive because this place is called Cafe on the Corner and it's cheap. It is, yeah. So
it's cheap, isn't it?
You know we're going to be coming in here.
And we'll allow CHICCOs and Rat Boys in.
Yeah, CHICCO's allowed in as well.
I think they're allowed everywhere here, aren't they, dogs? So it's like a free for all, isn't it?
It is. Oh, who's a lucky boy then? We've decided to order some food, haven't we? Because it looked really nice. Look at that. Ooh, grilled chicken. And I've gone for the jacket. I don't think you'd have got that any better anywhere else, Mark. It looks really nice. And you've got a bit of greenery as well, aren't you, Lucky?
Yeah, we'll give it to you.
Well, you've annihilated that.
Well good, that chicken. I wanted some meat in me, that's what I wanted. So I thought to myself, get grilled chicken. And we are trying to be good at it a minute,
We are trying to be really good. Trying.
Yeah. CHICCO got a sausage, didn't he? He's had half of it. So.
Yeah, so he's filled, we're filled, and it's called Cafe on the Corner. And it literally is on a corner, isn't it?
Perfect, isn't it? That was nice, that.
Very nice.
This sauce, what was it? Like yogurt and stuff?
Tzatziki, Mark.
Quite nice. I'm really going to recommend that.
Right, can we go and get some shopping done now, please?
Yeah.
Well, that was beautiful. Cafe on the Corner, can't recommend you enough.
It was lovely.
Service was really nice as well, weren't it?
Yeah, chicken was lovely and seasoned and succulent and juicy. It's like a kebab type skewer what they take it off. Perfect, that was
dead
some
fresh,
rice,
really good food.
And I've had chickpeas, Lisa. I feel healthy. There were chickpeas in my rice.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, we're back on King Street now, and you've got a right eclectic mix of everything, haven't you? You've got black and white buildings, there's a lot to let though, Mark. Have you seen all these boards down here?
Yeah.
Lots and lots of lets, more planes. There's a lot of people coming into England as well, probably returning off the jollies, aren't they, in somewhere nice and warm.
Yeah.
Now, I've also been told there's loads and loads of hairdressers and barbers down here. And if you can imagine, if you're married to a footballer, you want to look pretty all the time, so I bet they're absolutely even.
Well, they are, aren't they?
So if you're an hairdresser and you want a good business, I'd come to Knutsford if I were you.
Yeah, well, I would as well if I were you. But I mean, the hairdresser's a bit too late for me, isn't it? I've had mine cut that often in the past when they're younger, it's worn out.
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah.
Wow, I shouldn't have had that food and looked in this window, Mark. I feel a bit sick. House prices.
This is an estate agent, isn't it?
Yeah, Mella Braggins. Never heard of it, but oh, these house prices, people.
Nothing really under $500,000, is it really?
575. A normal detached. Is it a semi-detached or detached?
Detached, that one.
That's in Alderley Edge, which is the next town on.
We
that little one there, 1.2 million.
Yeah, we might be going to Alderley Edge. It's very similar to here, isn't it?
It's very, very similar to Knutsford, yeah. And like I said before, this is like King Street, and it's a one-way system because of narrow streets and very big cars coming down here.
Yeah, look how narrow that path is.
Well, I'm going to show you that, Mark, because there is a reason why this path is so narrow. There was a lady called Lady Jane, and she was the daughter of the 11th Earl of Derbyshire. Now, she had a very, very strange thing going on. She didn't like to see this. Men and women walking...
What, like doing things like that?
No.
Sniffing?
Men and women walking together on the pavement. So she ordered for all the pavements to be made very, very narrow, so you all walk in single line like this.
Come on then, let's walk in single
I tell you what, I think she had something right, actually. Get a bit more room walking on your own.
What do these do here, Lisa?
Well, by the smell of it, I'd say Indian.
Oh, it's monkey food, look.
Monkey food?
Look.
It's not.
Monkeys on it.
I tell you what, I wouldn't like to have the electric bill. Look at it inside, it's like Santa's grotto in there, isn't it?
It's a bit like Christmas.
Gorgeous,
In
though,
February.
really nice.
There's so many big cars here, aren't they, driving past all the time? And yeah, we don't make a point of filming cars, but that much. But there's
some fancy
everyone's
cars
around.
here.
I mean, fair play, if you've got the money, you've done well, then spend it.
I do actually feel like I'm on like a car show. But look
Yeah.
at this one right in front of us here. They're all about that big, but the street's so narrow you can only get a single car down it. So they're all squeezing through. Here's what I mean. So you've got quite a newish building here,
Your boots.
and then you've got an old tavern next door to it with a church.
And then the background there, you've got a big fancy Porsche there. Look, that's a nice
This
thing,
one,
isn't it?
look at that one there. Very nice, very nice. And I tell you what, King Street's famous for, all its eateries, as well as charity shops. I found one.
No, yeah, but don't normally allow dogs in there. I'm just checking.
No dogs.
No dogs in this one. So.
Up to now, Knutsford has been really, really dog friendly, but looks like you're going to be standing out here for a minute, Mark.
It's starting to rain, but there's a Red Cross as well, so we'll go and have a look.
Yeah. Let's go and see if we can find any bargains. Nothing in the cancer research shop for me on that one. It's absolutely packed to rafters with stuff, but you know the only problem we've got, if it does come from footballers' wives' houses,
I think, well, right.
the sizes.
No.
Size 8, size 10. A lot of very, very... Look at that, I mean, I
think
got a
there's more
mannequin
than-
there.
I think it's more than just footballers and the wives living here.
Yeah,
Lisa,
but
I'm
footballers' wives buy stuff, wear it once and give it away. That's why these charity shops do so well. I think there's about 5 or 6 on this main street alone. If you're from Knutsford, please let us know what this is about. This building here is obviously derelict. This bit here is anyway.
Well, it looks like, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's got columns like, I don't know what Roman columns? They're down there. But look at this as well. All over this bit here, there's like old writing on it.
Some of it looks like it has been restored, maybe that piece. Some of that might be original, but it looks like someone's tried to copy it. I don't know.
Yeah, but that lot looks up there looks original. But I'm looking at this light up here, Mark. There's a lot of pigeons here. Look at that beautiful light up there. What's that? Grange Bell.
Garage. Is it Grange or Garage?
Oh, Garage Bell.
Garage Bell.
No, I haven't a clue what this is about. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely gone. Don't know what it used to be, but...
For God, King and Country, it says on that floor. That's original, isn't it? That.
No, the
Jesus.
floor in there.
Yeah, I bet they're not allowed to cover that over. It'll be preserved, won't it? A lot of mystery, isn't there?
Look at this, Mark. We're on this little single track pavement again. Just be careful with dog. Look how small that is. It is a very strange building. There's a bit more of it here. Look at all that writing up there, Mark.
It's like an old mansion. Maybe all this was here before
Ah.
the other buildings were here.
Never. Council officers?
It's not anymore.
I
is it?
don't think. Really? Well, it explains why it's derelict then and looking shabbily like as if they own
It's
it.
looking a bit shabby, isn't it, to be fair?
It is
So-
for the high street and all the prices they're charging down here. It's a shame. We've got a bit of a plaque here, Mark. Memorial Tower built in 1907. Dedicated to Elizabeth Gaskell.
So it's not that old, that tower, is it?
It's not that old, but it looks, look at that up there. Ooh. That looks a bit dark and intimidating, doesn't it?
Yeah. Tower
What's that
Gate.
say? Towergate to Churchview and Princess Street.
I've not hardly got anywhere yet, have we? We're going to have so much to look at. We're losing the light already, aren't we?
We've literally done one street, and everywhere you look there's something to look at, some history. Oh, they're closed due to a cellar issue, Mark. Nice cross keys there. Let me go. I'll take you across here because you can see it a bit better. The only thing you struggle for on here is space. There's not a lot of space.
Very close, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. It's a nice pub, isn't it?
Got a chimney up there bellying.
Bellying.
Look at it, look, that's an old building.
1721, Mark. It's empty again. Well, downstairs is. And it goes straight into another black and white building, Mark.
Yeah, some old buildings here, isn't there? They're nearly as old as you, Lisa, as well.
So we've just come up onto the second street now. This is a bit more moderner up here, isn't it? It feels a bit more busier, wider street, shall we say. And we're just going past this lovely building here called the L&F, and I think it used to be a library, someone said. But yeah, it's gorgeous. As you can see, everyone's whining and dining. Look at that for a place. Huge, isn't it?
Fancy building, that. Massive place, isn't it? That. It smells nice, though.
You can smell it, but look at all the big posh cars outside of it, Mark.
I know, it's, again, there's a bit of a thing, isn't there? We were sort of looking at, there's a bit of a divide here, isn't there?
Yeah, I did find an article in a newspaper it might have been a while ago, but it still stands. And there's another plane, that's what there is. Look at them, how close they get. You can see what they're having for the dinner, Mark.
You can see that tower, the memorial tower there as well.
Oh yeah, it's from the council buildings that we saw down there. Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a divide because, like I've said earlier in the vlog, this is one of the most expensive places to live. But just on the outskirts, in the 1960s, Manchester built some purpose-built houses, and it was to take people out of the slums of Manchester. I didn't know.
It's like an older version of probably like affordable housing, isn't it?
I didn't know Manchester had slums, but yeah, they put them there, and they're all saying that it's hard work because when you come into a town like this, they can't afford the prices of what everything's being charged in the town because it's for the people, for like the footballers' wives. The houses are millions of pounds here. The shops charge a bit more, so there's a bit of a divide, isn't there? A poor and a rich thing going on.
It seems to be that, and we have sort of, when we was doing research on Knutsford, there's some people who were put on the poorer side of things and saying they feel a little bit outplaced, don't they? When they come in, look down on. Whether that's true, I don't know. Yeah,
they've said they feel like they're being looked down on by the people in the town centre, which I don't know whether that's true or not. But yeah, it must be hard with all these big massive cars going past, and you're struggling to feed your own kids. And that's what they're also going on about, Mark, is it makes it difficult for their children to move out as well because the prices are so high.
Yeah, there's nothing.
You've got three generations living in one house.
It is a lovely place, isn't it? We're really impressed with it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Feels, again, on the factor of talking about places feeling safe, it certainly feels safe here.
Yeah. Another bank that's been closed, 1818. It looks like it used to be a church. Or is that a separate building next door to it, Mark? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a cute little bank, though. I can't imagine not wanting a lot of banks in this town. There must be a lot of money putting in banks. So, yeah, the little estate that we were talking about earlier is called Longridge, and apparently the locals of Knutsford have given it a nickname of Ratridge. It's not nice, is it?
No, I mean everyone's the entitlement to live, aren't they, and stuff. But
yeah,
we don't know how true it is. Obviously, it's just something we found when we was doing our research.
It must be hard, like I say, coming here and you're feeling the pinch and you're seeing cars like this going past you every 2 seconds.
Well,
Knutsford Methodist Church.
And that's been built up to it, though.
Oh yeah, I bet that church was here before that building was next week, weren't it? 1864. What we're finding is it's so modern here, but there's so much history as well.
So much to look at, isn't there?
If you like Chester, like we do, one of our favourite places is Chester, you're going to love Knutsford. I've lost Mark to the co-op, he's gone in there to get a drink. So we'll just carry on walking down the street and see what else we can find. Yeah, it's a bit wider up here. Lady Jane didn't get away when it came to this street because the streets are wider and there's an old market hall down there. Let's have a look what that is. Has that gone as well, or is it still in operation? Looks like it's being done out or something. I don't think. No, they don't use it. Construction. Yeah, there's drills going on in there. No, it's not in operation anymore. That's gone as well. So I wonder where they have the market hall. Did you get a drink?
I got some Fanta. I got some blue Pepsi the other day. Then that blood stained on my tongue.
It did. Can you imagine what it does to your insides?
There's no. I've just been at Co-op there. No well-fired rolls.
Did you forget where you were? You're back in England, Mark. You won't get them.
There's no sugar-free iron brew, only full of sugar.
And we was rushing back. We didn't have time to pick any up, did we?
No.
I don't know. It's such a shame. Don't you feel sorry for him?
Well, at least I'm going to have to see if one of our lovely subscribers will do as a mail order me some packs up and get them sent down to me.
Who's willing to buy a load and send them via roll mail to Mark?
We'll cover your cost of the postage.
Dear me. I've just stopped here because look at this, Mark. That CHICCO bar, look at that if he sees it. They've got tiny ones as well. Aren't they sweet?
Look at all them people on that picture. They all look deranged, Lisa.
Looks like they're having a bad day, don't it? Oh, it's a Lowry. I wonder if it's an original one. It can't be.
Probably is.
You know the fellow who did Matchstick Man and Matchstick Cats and Dogs? Is that what it was?
Probably real, isn't it, that? And I'm saying they look deranged.
That deranged picture could probably cost thousands, Mark. Right, we've been keeping a secret from you. We've bought a new kitchen. This is it. I don't care what he says. We're buying it anyway.
Motorhome are going well, wasn't
Oh, God, yeah. Look at that. Can you see it? Oh, look at that. How the other half live.
Yeah, but the fruit on top's dried out.
Now, we did say earlier on there's that much history here that they've actually been good enough to put all these right round Knutsford on the high streets. It tells you so much interesting stuff about the streets and the history. Good, isn't it?
Very good, isn't it? They call it Museum in the Street and they're all numbered, so on a better warmer day you can follow it around, can't you? Spend a few hours.
Yeah.
So.
Fetch your kids round and show them what Knutsford used to look like in the old days.
Still a lot of it, still like it, isn't it? It's some change, but not everything. So.
There's a lot of the oldness hiding behind like fake walls and stuff. If you look for it, you'll find it.
Yeah, so what we did find, we were stood on King Street earlier on, and there's a lady reversed probably 50 yards up the street on a one-way street, and then parked up on WL.
In a nice big posh car.
Big posh Porsche, and then jumped out the car and went in the shop, didn't she? So we're not fussed about fines, and we're just walking down George Street now, and this has got to find this car here, hasn't it?
Yeah, they'd rather pay the fine than look for a parking place. There was actually a car in the car park we've parked in, and they've got a fine as well.
I bet your traffic wardens love it around here.
Oh yeah, they dish them out like sweets.
I get it if you've got plenty of money, and if you've worked for it and you've earned it and you've done well and successful, it's fair enough, but it is wasteful, isn't it?
£60 fine for what, a 30-minute visiting a shop or Waitrose? Now, since 1864, Knutsford have also hosted its own Royal May Day. So I bet that's a really good day, isn't it? But
yeah.
Can you imagine how busy it'd be, Mark?
Can you imagine? I bet it's a nice celebration because it's very traditional and British here, isn't it? This town of Knutsford, isn't it? So I bet you in May, on May Day, I bet it's nice and warm. Everything's green and not miserable and grey like it is today, and I bet it's a right good celebration, isn't it?
Yeah, I bet it is.
Definitely. Well, if you come in and poking your head round here, isn't it, to have a look?
Because, like I said, you've got Chester up the road, you've got Manchester up the road. That's why it's so good, because it's so near to everything else.
It is.
But we spent all day here, and there's still loads we haven't seen yet. But the rain's defeating us a bit, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
So we're going to head back, I think, aren't we? We're going to try and miss all the traffic as well, because we've got to go right around Manchester to our next place. And just an update as well, in case you wanted to know, I've zeroed out on charity shops as well.
Save my money again anyway, isn't it?
You're getting all excited for.
So we have spent a little bit of money here today. It was £27 and a few pence for the lunch which we had, which was really nice.
Beautiful.
Wasn't it? Perfect. That it's a nice place. Doesn't look like much of a place, that corner cafe or whatever it was called, but
oh, I think it does. I think it was really, and the service, the fellas that run it, really nice. It's nice.
It's a bit of a Turkish theme. I think the Turkish are the people who own it. So
yeah.
We're trying to get into that sort of food because where we're going soon, we might end up in Turkey, you never know, eh?
You never know.
Oh, we're nearly back at the car park, aren't we? I'm exhausted. What, 7.5 miles?
What, down 2 streets?
Yeah, it's not very big, is it? I mean, if you want to spend time around the park, you can.
I think it's good because it's so compact and the history's all together.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk miles. Like I said, we got here about 12 o'clock and we're leaving at 3:30. And that's only because the weather's turning, because it's getting a bit rainy now and CHICCO's got the shakes on. So
it is a bit cold as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Freezing today.
So we're going to head back. But if you've liked this video, please like, comment and subscribe. And I'm no doubt you will catch us on the next one.
Beyond gravel, beyond